Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to our Pokemon X and Y playthrough, which is now part 11. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when we post new videos. How was that for an intro, Obama?
Wow, Hillary Dillery do. That was one hell of an intro. Joe could learn something from you. And well, Donald is probably going to start bitching, so I'm not going to comment on his intros. But anyway, yeah, welcome back, everyone. And Hillary basically covered everything right there.
Hillary, why are you even here?
I'm here, Donald, because Obama invited me to press one of those buttons in the beginning because he thought you three would end up fighting over which button to press when they both lead to the same outcome anyway. But obviously, I was going to press the blue one.
Hillary, you dumb moron. I meant, why are you even here as in why are you on Earth? What even is the point of you?
Donald, would you mind being a good little boy and shutting the hell up because you're ruining this awesome cutscene for our viewers and some major shit is about to go down? Can someone explain to me what's been happening since I haven't been really following what you three have been doing?
Obama, this fucking wench hasn't even been following our playthrough, and then you go and invite her in the most random episodes ever without even consulting me first? I bet even Bernie follows what we've been up to.
Hey, Hillary. Hope you've been well. I can fill you in on what's been going on here because I've actually remembered most of the story so far. Basically, Team Flare and this guy called Lysandre, who I thought was good, but actually turned out to be the main villain, wants to unleash a weapon of mass destruction on the entire Kalos region.
Good rundown, Joe. Yeah, that's pretty much the entire story, Hillary. And now you need to head to Geosinge Town, Joe, because that's where their other secret base is. Remember? You gotta storm that one now, too.
Hillary, I've become a pro at storming bases in this series. But I also stormed Team Rockets and Team Galactics like twice. So yeah, I'm a professional for sure. I hope you're proud of me.
Wow, Joe, I'm super proud of you. You could become a member of SEAL Team 6 at this rate, don't you think, Donald? You've been very quiet, by the way.
Oh, I wonder why that could be, Hillary, you dumbass. You just come here on your crusade to take over everything I worked so hard on. And by the way, don't get Joe started on this whole joining SEAL Team 6 deal, because in the last episode, he kept raving about that.
As he should, Donald. And by the way, Joe told me you're the one who's been making him do all the work and taking the credit for it all as usual. So don't give me that shit about how hard you've supposedly been working, you fool.
Hey, whilst Joe battles this Team Flare grunt, how about you ask our viewers a question for them to comment on Hillary? In the last episode, we asked our viewers to comment their ultimate favorite team of 6 Pokemon they could use, and we received so many amazing team builds.
Oh, I've always wanted to do this, Obama. Okay, lovely viewers, for the question for this episode, please let us know what the rarest Pokemon you've encountered is. That could be a particular shiny, or maybe a shiny stamped Sinistea.
Ha! There's no way anyone has found a Pokemon rarer than me, Hillary. A shiny Arceus is as rare as you can get in my eyes. And I'm sure someone is going to comment on how there are way more rarer things. But as far as I'm concerned, finding a shiny version of God is the rarest.
Actually, a shiny stamped Sinistea is probably up there as one of the rarest things, Donald. But anyway, good question, Hillary. And adding to that, maybe our viewers could comment down if said Pokemon had any significance to them as well. Like I know for us three, having a shiny Aegislash is just awesome.
Hey, since you're talking about our current team, Joe, how about we go to Laver City after this battle and do some training so our Sliggoo finally evolves into a Goodra?
Oh shit! Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that, Obama. I'll get on that as soon as I beat this guy, and I'll probably make a quick cut here too for the sake of time.
Joe, you also keep forgetting to nickname Sliggoo to Gumball as well, you idiot. That poor viewer of ours, Misanthropy, suggested it, and you still haven't done it.
Yeah, I think that's been the last thing on his poor old broken mind, Donald, since he's doing all your work. How about you help him out for once? He told me the only day you let him have off was his birthday, and now you also got your own viewers saying justice for Joe in the comments.
Oh yeah, that little viewer of ours thinks he's so funny and is about to start a little war in our comments section. You know who you are, viewer, and I won't even shout you out because you do not deserve any attention from me.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the viewer you're seeing on the screen right now for having my back. Thank you so much, buddy. And since I'm doing the editing, I get to overrule Donald's bullshit opinions. So here's your shout out.
Something you didn't take into account, Donald, was the fact that if you did the editing as well, you could easily mess with Joe and shout out viewers, which you want. I'm not trying to help you out, but I'm just pointing out a flaw in your logic. LMO.
Obama, instead of helping Donald out, look, our Sliggoo is finally evolving into a purple gooey boy.
Yeah, good job, Joe. And on this note, I think it's my time to bounce, boys. Great to be with you now and then, but I have so many other things to do today.
Oh, so great for you to stop by, Hillary. You know what? Why don't you come over and join us every single time we record now?
Wow, has Donald J. Trump actually had a change of heart now for once? Donald, if you insist, I'll clear up my schedule and invite Bernie over too.
Hillary, you can fuck right off and Joe don't teach Aquatail.
She knew you were joking anyway, Donald, but yeah, see you later, Hillary. Have a good week and come over again anytime you like.
Bye, everyone, and have a lovely week too. Please remember to hit that like button for the boys.
Yeah, see you later, Hillary. And now that we've got all the members of our team to their final evolution, I'm gonna head back to Geosenge Town, Obama, and make my way through Team Flare Base number 2. Hopefully it won't take as long as the other one.
Joe, anything you do takes forever, buddy.
Well, you can time me, Donald. This base will take me a solid 3 minutes and 25 seconds to get through. Just watch.
Actually, Joe, I remember this part of the game, and it's going to take you way longer than that to get through, and then at the end there is a major battle, so yeah, this will take you at least 10 minutes or so.
Don't worry, Obama, I'm battle-hardened. And look, Serena is going to team up with me again. I used to get annoyed about it since she loves stealing the limelight and just follows me around like a sheep, but it's all right.
Yeah, she is a sheep, Joe well said, and now look who it is, boys. Lysandre stands before Joe Biden where the ultimate battle for Kalos is about to take place. Joe, if you fuck this up, then you'll be responsible for taking out the entire population of Kalos, whatever that number is.
Hey, that's actually not a bad point, Donald. I wonder which region in Pokémon is the most populated one. If anyone knows, then please comment that down below.
Well, it's obviously going to be the region which is the biggest landmass, Obama. I think the Hoenn region has that title.
Joe, we were just in the Hoenn region, remember? It's like 90% water and 10% land. We did so much surfing in that region, remember? It was so boring, holy hell.
Well, you could say the same for Alola too, Donald. It's basically a bunch of islands with only the ocean separating each one, remember?
I just did a quick Google search, Obama, and it turns out the Sinnoh region actually has the biggest landmass of any region, which makes sense because that place is just huge. But then if we're talking about the amount of roots in a region, then Hoenn has that title.
Hey, I would have thought Unova would have one of the biggest land masses too, though, Joe. It's based off America, so it would make sense that that region would be the biggest.
Well, I found a Reddit thread discussing this topic, Donald, so feel free to go read it whenever you like, because it clearly says that Sinnoh is the biggest. But the first guy who commented in this thread says the Unova region has the largest population of any region.
Joe, you idiot. Instead of looking at Reddit threads, how about you focus on this battle because you got Goodra killed thanks to that Gyarados' outrage attack.
Yeah, sorry Obama wasn't paying attention there. But it's fine, we have Big Brother here ready to mega evolve and blast this Gyarados to oblivion with Solar Beam.
I'm pretty sure this was the same Gyarados which survived our solar beam attack the last time we battled Lysandre, Joe, so but sure good luck.
Well, we've gotten slightly stronger since that episode, Donald. But this reminds me of the time Joe killed the red Gyarados in Johto when we explicitly told him not to do that.
See, Donald? Yveltal may have a death ray, but I've had my own one being Solar Beam ever since we got Charizard. And also, Obama, there's no need to bring up past beef, is there, bro? You two bullied me so much for killing that red Gyarados, which is there in the game all the time anyway.
Joe, you can't compare Solar Beam and Oblivion Wing. Solar Beam is actually worse because normally you'd need to wait 2 turns for it to charge up. If we didn't have the Drought ability, and Oblivion Wing can heal Yveltal's health up, which Solar Beam can't do.
The only thing Oblivion Wing has going for it, Donald, is that it can heal up the Pokémon which uses it. And I know for a fact the only other reason you like it is because the color of the move is red.
I will indeed take the title of Mr. Petty Pants for that, Joe, because you are correct. I prefer Oblivion Wing over Solar Beam because it's a giant red death ray. And who doesn't like giant red death rays?
Democrats probably Donald, and hey, Joe, this reminds me you should probably remove that rock-type move off our Greninja because it's so weak and we need toxic spikes or something.
Obama, if you hadn't already noticed, I'm currently in the middle of saving the entire Kalos region and potentially the universe from being destroyed.
Okay, but we have a lot of TMs now, Joe, and you've had more than enough time between episodes to change moves around a bit at the most. If you want, I will even Google the best moveset for Greninja for you.
Yeah, do whatever you want, Donald, because as I just said before, I'm kind of busy here. And now look, I have a double battle with this other Jeff Bezos guy and a random grunt. I don't know which one the real Jeff Bezos person is anymore either.
At least Serena here is actually helping us out, unlike every other base we have to storm. Our rival conveniently comes in right at the end after we do all the hard work. Barry did that in Pokémon Platinum and Silver, and Heart Gold is useless, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's one of the other things Serena has going for her, in that she's actually useful in this part of the game, but in Black and White too, he was quite useful, and even Sharon helped us out a few times too.
Serena's actually being really useful, Donald. Her Meowstic actually one-shot that toxic croak. That's the first time it's actually gone and done something helpful for us. Wow.
Yeah, and Melania is being great as always, boys. Dazzling Gleam is such a goated move, seriously. And I'm glad these grunts have like one Pokemon each, so I don't have to spend hours battling a full team of 6 Pokemon each time. Holy hell.
All right, here we go, boys. Time to end this moronic plan of Team Flares once and for all. And Shauna decided to show up and help us out with this too. Girl power right here.
Yeah, girl power for the win, Donald. And Game Freak managed to do a better job than Disney at making a strong female character actually feel like a strong female character, LMFAO.
Okay, the moment we've been waiting for since we started this playthrough, guys. Well, ever since we actually switched from playing Pokemon X to Y. But either way, we've been waiting for this moment.
Oh, and lo and behold, there's a bunch more Team Flare grunts for us to battle. This is so dumb, Obama. I wish we could just whip out our Charizard and blast these morons with Flamethrower.
And Shauna's getting chased again in an absolutely not creepy manner by Jeff Bezos, number 3 now. But either way, you're right, Donald, and what's even more stupid about this battle is we have to take them all on individually when it would have been faster as one raid battle or whatever those multi-battles are called.
OMG, if I sit here taking on all these guys, we could be here forever, boys. All it would take is one fake out or protect to really piss me off now.
Yeah, and like Team Plasma, Team Flare has some obsession with using Leapard all the time, Joe. But at least these guys don't seem to actually teach them fake out at least most of the time.
Your wife is absolutely crushing it in here, though, Donald. I'm trying to make the most of using Sylveon as much as possible, since the next gym is Ice, which someone told me. And then we don't have a dragon user until the Elite Four, like you mentioned a couple of episodes ago, Donald.
Yeah, her name is Drasna or something, Joe. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but this Elite Four is a joke anyway.
Don't give too much away for him, Donald. We both actually helped Joe a lot in the past battles, so I think this time he should talk us through the Elite Four and champion battles in this game. And then me and you can rate his strategy if he has one.
Not gonna lie, Obama, I'm probably gonna take a note out of Donald's book and just brute force my way through this Elite Four. Unlike Cinna's one, I don't think I need a strategy here. Even teaching toxic spikes to Greninja seems worthless.
All right, fine, Joe. We'll see how this plan of yours will work out, but you can always teach toxic spikes in between the Elite Four battles. Remember when we changed to each of their room.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Obama, which I'll take into consideration later on. And for those wondering, I just made a little cut here and skipped the last 2 Team Flare Grunt battles because they took so long, and we want to get this video edited and out and to you all as soon as possible, so we hope you don't mind that. Nothing interesting happened anyways.
Hey, Obama, that move Golbat just used is one we should probably teach to a Pokemon if we're going to hunt the legendaries in this game, because I think at least one of them is a roaming one.
That would actually make my life a hell of a lot easier, Donald. We could catch a Pokemon that can learn Mean Look, and then I can spend less time editing and more time writing scripts.
All right, good stuff there, Joe. That was the last Team Flare Grunt I think we'll ever have to deal with, believe it or not. But now prepare yourself for a battle with possibly one of the coolest legendary Pokemon ever.
Oh, ho, ho, ho! I smell an awesome cutscene incoming, boys. And by the way, I just realized that Yveltal has the word evil in it when you say the first half of its name.
OMG, Donald, you're right. How did we only just realize that now? And then they say that Giratina is meant to be the devil Pokemon when it's actually a very sweet Pokemon and doesn't turn people into stone.
Joe, pay attention to the game, because the egg thing is about to hatch, or cocoon. I have no clue what this thing is, to be honest.
Hey, Obama, instead of this, wouldn't it have been funnier if Yveltal exploded out of someone's chest like a xenomorph does in Alien?
Donald, if that happened, then this game would be immediately bumped up to a PG-18 rated game. And also, they would be stealing from the Alien franchise, too. Saying all that, though, I think it would have been fucking hilarious. Just some random Team Flare grunt stuck there, and then an Yveltal larvae bursts out. Foul.
Okay, here is the main man himself, guys. And this one is the normal colored one, but what do you two think of the shiny version of Yveltal?
Well, Joe, shiny Yveltal is actually white instead of where its current black marks are, and I think it looks really cool. And on that note, shiny Zygarde and Xerneas also go white as well. All three of them go white.
Yeah, but Zygarde looks the best, Obama. It goes white with this cyan color, if I remember correctly. Out of the three, Xerneas has the worst shiny form.
All right, boys, I'm having a little predicament here in that Yveltal is most likely going to keep using Oblivion Wing, which means all the damage I do to it will just cause it to restore health, and that means this battle is going to be a drag. So I'm tempted to just use the Master Ball.
Okay, Joe, don't wear what I'm about to say out, but this is going to be one of those rare situations where I'll agree with you, because not only will it use Oblivion Wing, it has Disable too, which means this thing could end up just disabling all our moves, if that's even possible.
You make a good point there, Donald. I'm not sure if that's possible too, but I'm not in the mood of finding out here for the sake of getting content out. Maybe someone could let us know about that in the comment section instead.
All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to use the Master Ball, and I apologize if that doesn't seem very interesting, but we have other things to do in real life, which this battle could end up taking over. So yeah, here I go. And this thing went and used Oblivion Wing anyway.
At least that means our team is finally complete now, though, Joe, after you catch this thing, and not trying to rub it in or anything, but I could have easily caught Yveltal in like one Ultra Ball on my first try, because I'm just that good.
Yeah, right, Donald. You'd catch it in one Ultra Ball after activating some hack, which allows you to have a 100% catch rate. How stupid do you think I am, you fool?
All right, not gonna lie, didn't see that curveball coming towards me. Obama from Mr. Joe Biden here, what the hell?
Hang on, Donald. The maniac has interrupted your little rant, and he's cosplaying as some sort of Terminator guy.
You want to talk about curveballs, Donald? Well, I did not see this one coming my way. So what now? I have to battle this guy all over again, and he thinks his fancy new outfit is somehow going to make him stronger. Seriously, what a moron.
You know what's funny, Joe, is this suit was actually used to control that psycho version of Zygarde in the anime, so I have no idea what its purpose is in this game, since this story doesn't even involve Zygarde.
They never made a Pokemon Z version in the end, did they, boys? I wonder if they'll make a Pokemon Legends Zygarde game one day, like all those rumors about the Kyurem one. I really want both of those games to happen.
Well, Kyurem was the main boy in Pokemon Black and White too, so it was a shame they never made a Pokemon Z version Obama. You're right.
Joe, I just want to point out that Oblivion Wing just one-shot Lysander's Mienshao, and your Solar Beam attack wouldn't have been able to do that, bruh.
Donald, never call me bruh again, please. I think I was just sick in my mouth hearing you say that. And second of all, Oblivion Wing only one-shot Mienshao because it's a flying type move, and Mienshao is a fighting type, you dumbass.
And Joe came in again with another fire comeback. Donald, what's your game plan now?
Listen here, Obama. Do you really think I need a game plan to get one up on Joe Biden? He may have some good comebacks, but he won't remember what we've been talking about by the next episode unless you remind him, so I have nothing to worry about with that pansy ass.
This pansy ass is slaying Lysandre for like the 5th time in a row now, Donald. And what makes even less sense is I only battled him like 5 minutes ago, and here he is back again just to lose. What a sad life he must live.
Well, I was going through our comments in some of the last videos, Joe, and the general consensus is that Lysandre could have been written better overall, but saying that one viewer pointed out to us that he's more of a challenge in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
And that's something us three haven't experienced, Obama, because we've never played Ultra Sun or Moon, which might shock a few people, but it will be fun to make a playthrough of it on the channel, going through those games as a noob.
Oh shit, boys, Lysandre is getting serious now. He just mega evolved his Gyarados, and look how mad this thing looks.
Yeah, it may look mad, Joe, but just imagine how madder that red Gyarados Mega Evolved would have been. Hadn't you killed it and used it in this game?
OMG, Donald, you keep bringing that up just to make me look like an idiot in front of everyone, which you shouldn't need to do anyway, because apparently I'm always an idiot according to you both.
Well, you're not wrong there, Joe, but it's always fun to bring it up now and again just to piss you off some more, and this episode had it twice.
Just for that, Donald, you're going to see why Solar Beam is just better than Oblivion Wing, and take out this Gyarados in one shot. Just watch, bro.
Joe, you fucking idiot. Of course it will take Gyarados out. Solar Beam is a grass-type move, and Gyarados is a water-type.
Oh, really? I'm the fucking idiot, am I? Are you listening to this shit, Obama?
See, Joe, your problem is that you fall for Donald's teasing constantly, and then come to me to try save your ass when you got yourself into the situation to begin with.
This situation was exactly the same in the beginning of this battle, though, with that stupid Mian Shao. But whatever, I've beaten Lysandre now, hopefully for good this time.
All right then, Joe. I can tell you something that'll cheer you up. In the anime, it took 2 champions and all 8 gym leaders to beat Lysandre, but you managed to do it all by yourself in this game.
Holy fucking shit, Donald, you're right. That means Joe is better than Steven, Diantha, and all the Kalos gym leaders combined.
Well, I am basically all of them in one body, so yeah, it makes sense, Obama, but what does Diantha have anything to do with this?
How can I continue to be nice to him, Obama, when the moron still hasn't got that figured out? I mean, seriously.
To be fair to Joe, we still technically wouldn't know who Diantha is until it's revealed, Donald, so I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. And he also didn't finish the anime because he slept through the last season, so yeah.
Okay, in other news, your boy Joe Biden just saved the entire Kalos region, so I think I deserve a big well done from everyone in the comments for doing that. But how comes we just let Lysandre walk off and he isn't arrested or anything?
Same reason it took you so long to get me arrested, Joe. Money talks. And Lysandre, like me, is a billionaire, so the real question is, are we ever really imprisoned?
We'll see how far that logic of yours takes you, Donald. Probably not very after I'm done with you, just FYI.
Okay, Joe, it seems the ultimate weapon has been destroyed too. That giant pink meteorite thing came out of it and then went into space, but then dropped back into orbit and destroyed the machine, for those wondering.
This leads me to another question, Obama. If that AZ guy was so upset about using the weapon and his floette, why didn't the Muppet just destroy the weapon himself like 3,000 years ago? It would have saved us a lot of hassle.
Well, Donald, that actually worked out in your favor because now we have Yveltal with its giant red death ray, which is what you've always wanted. And if AZ had destroyed the weapon, then we wouldn't have caught it.
He makes another good point there, Donald. But anyway, you've gained Serena's respect by the looks of it, Joe. Not that it means anything, Amal, but well done, I guess.
And oh look, AZ has showed up again, boys, probably for more story time by the looks of it. And this guy is like immortal. So what does he do with all his time?
Probably doing what he's doing right now, Donald. Going around to random 10-year-olds and telling them stories. Something Joe also likes to do in his free time.
Obama, don't you start too seriously. I've just about had enough from Donald's little bitching in this episode, and creepy Biden hasn't made his appearance in a very long time, just so you know.
Okay, on that note, before Joe loses his marbles, I think we should end this episode here. But before we do, I'd like to just give a shout out to these 2 lovely people, Jazz Soul 91 and Howard again, for being members and helping to support the channel. If anyone else would like to, then please consider becoming a member for some extra perks. And we're constantly working on new ways to interact with people too. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, a very big thank you to those 2 for supporting us. It really means a lot. And we have no words to express our gratitude, but like Donald said, I think it's time we end this episode. So thanks for watching, everyone, and please remember to hit that like and subscribe button as well so you know when we upload next.